Hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of JVC's webinar on live and remote production. Today, we're going to be talking about some of the featured products in JVC's live production and remote production lineups. On screen, you'll see an overview of topics that we'll be discussing today in part 2, such as our affordable vMix switchers with USA support and training, as well as a question and answer segment. Edgar is the General Manager for Engineering and Product Development at JVC Professional Video. Edgar has a master's degree in electrical engineering and has over 30 years of experience in topics of live video production, video over IP, remote production solutions, and NDI. When not on land, Edgar prefers to be in the water, with his side passion of scuba diving around the world. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Edgar and get today's presentation started.
Every time somebody buys more than one camera, the question is, how do I switch cameras? So obviously, you want to take advantage of multiple cameras, multiple angles, multiple presets, and you want to bring it all in your production and make a nice, entertaining program with the multiple layers, titles, virtual sets, and everything else. And that's where JVC Studio Mixers powered by vMix may come very handy. We actually offer two base models, KMIP8 and the KMIP8S4, 2U rack mountable case, and also our newest KMIP12S8 and KMIP12S8 Pro. This is 4U cabinet. There are optional control surfaces available, RMLP350 and RMLP450, which is a slow motion up to 8 channels slow motion control. This production mixer supports 3G SDI and 12G SDI, which is up to 4K 60p inputs, NDI, SRT, and can stream live to Facebook, YouTube. There's Zoom integration, many other features. The biggest difference between KMIP8 and KMIP12 is that KMIP8 and KMIP8S4 are designed for 1080 60p production, with 4 3G SDI inputs and multiple NDI inputs, while KMIP12S8, this series can handle up to 4K 60p production, and it's designed with the 4 12G SDI inputs, 4 3G SDI inputs, and also 6G SDI and HDMI outputs, and multiple NDI outputs as well. As I mentioned, both models support NDI, SRT, instant replay for sports, and both models can also output not only via SDI and HDMI and NDI and SRT, but they both can also output simultaneously to 3 CDNs, content delivery networks, which means that your program can be simultaneously broadcast live to, let's say, Facebook Live, YouTube, and LinkedIn, or Twitch, or you can pre-program 3 destinations and your program will appear live on up to 3 destinations. Both models also feature integrated Zoom, so this mixer can actually join Zoom session, and then you can bring each participant as a separate input, and from that point you can, of course, make your own compositions with a multi-view and other visual and graphical effects. This is just simple table. When you order these mixers, you can look for the amount of SDI inputs. KMIP doesn't have any SDI. It only uses NDI over the Ethernet. KMIP S4 adds 4 SDI inputs, and then KMIP 12S8 has 4 3G SDI and 4 12G SDI inputs. Those actually connectors can be programmed for input and output, so you can have as many inputs or half inputs, half outputs, depending on the need of your production. Regardless of how many inputs, the vMix license, which is either 4K or Pro, is perpetual. It's installed in these machines. And if you think about this software supports up to 1,000 inputs with a max resolution up to 4K, with the 4 downstream keys, multiple overlays, multiple external buses for video and for audio. So this is it's a very sophisticated production tool which allows you to have broadcast quality program when you use multiple cameras. Depending on the license, KMIP12 is available either a 4K license or Pro license. You can see pricing here. They're both pretty much identical in terms of hardware, but software. Pro license adds 8 channel of live replay and also 8 live vMix callers. On the back, you see 4 3G SDI inputs, 4 12G SDI inputs. Both can be programmed inputs and outputs, and then dedicated aux output 6G SDI HDMI, 4 display ports, multiple USB connectors for your audio or for your hard drives, and also 3 Ethernet connectors, which can be used for NDI, Dante audio, and streaming to CDNs. KMIP8 is a smaller unit, and you can see 4 connectors for 3G SDI, 1 Ethernet port, and also aux output via 3G SDI and HDMI, and they both support, of course, NDI and SRT inputs and outputs as well. You can connect up to 4 monitors to these video mixers. You can use just 1 monitor for graphical user interface, or you can connect up to 4, so you can have separate monitors for your preview, program, multi-view, or you can monitor ISO of any input or any other input or output depending on your need. And like I said, in case of KMIP12 S8, you have 4 4K 60p inputs, 4 1080 60p inputs, many more NDI and SRT inputs, and audio can be integrated audio, embedded audio, separate audio, Dante audio, or any other combination. Our MLP350 control surface is optional. You can actually switch inputs by clicking mouse on your screen, but most people prefer to use standard control surface controls. And this control surface, you can address up to 12 inputs, 1 to 12 direct, and then pressing shift from 13 to 24. So you can have direct control up to 24 inputs, and you can switch each input to be in preview bus, program bus, or you can add downstream keys on each input here by selecting the input and selecting one of the downstream keys. There is a T-bar control, there are audio control, recording control, transitions, and there's even joystick which allows you to control PTZ cameras. Yes, these mixers, you remember I mentioned, can control PTZ cameras directly. So you can control your PTZ cameras, you can move, pan, tilt, and then you can press F2 here to save each preset as a separate input, and then by pressing that input either on control surface on the screen, that will move each of PTZ cameras instantly to that preset, and you have 1,000 inputs for that. So it's pretty much a lot of tools, and this can be all operated by a single producer, single cameraman, while using multiple cameras. In terms of software, there are multiple features. vMix is very powerful platform. Each input can be, there's chroma key, there are animated titles, stickers, scoreboards, instant replay, virtual sets, and you can control and multiple cameras from this video mixer. So it's a true broadcast quality production tool, especially when you pair it with the multiple cameras and including PTZ cameras. When you order this production mixers, what's in the box is mixer, the main module itself, keyboard, mouse, and all licensing. It's all licensed. You don't need to pay anything extra. What is optional is control surfaces or MLP350 and RMLP450 for instant replay, separate PTZ camera controllers. You can control cameras from the software, but obviously using separate controller gives you more control and also allows somebody else perhaps to touch up presets or maybe color or exposure correction for each camera. PTZ cameras and PC monitors, this is all optional. And once again, KMIP8, KMIP8S4, and then KMIP12S8 and KMIP12S8 Pro. You can see all the functions and you can see list prices here. Well, that's about all I have. You can clearly see that JVC offers a complete set of production tools for live and recorded production, including camcorders, studio cameras, PTZ cameras, and video mixers, which support all the way up to 1080 60p, 4K 60p, multiple accessories. So we'll be happy to to offer you all this. And not only we offer equipment, but we also offer support. We have our engineering department in the United States, in New Jersey, and we always talk to our dealers, our customers, to help with the product specification, to help you with the recommendations on the equipment, depending on what you're looking for, what type of production environment you're building. So we're happy to answer all your questions, and thank you very much. Not really. We use all the standard IP protocols for each camera. So like I said before, every camera, including not only PTZ cameras, but also camcorders and studio cameras, you can connect these cameras right into your office network. This is standard connection. The only special equipment you may be looking for is PoE, power over Ethernet routers and switches. In that case, you need PoE or PoE Plus. Our KYPZ 200 and KYPZ 400 cameras use PoE, and new advanced series KYPZ 510 require PoE Plus Ethernet switches. That's if you need to provide power over Ethernet. Otherwise, these are all standard connections. You can plug them into any network anywhere. Product quality, product selection, product design, and also product support. That's what we offer to our customers. Every time you buy product from JVC, we assure you that we will support you, and we will always help you with the product configuration, system recommendations. That's why many customers turn to JVC when it comes to production technology. We always use standard protocols. There's nothing proprietary. Even control protocol is standard. Our cameras support VSCO over IP, among other protocols. But we can definitely answer any questions or provide any necessary information for IT departments who are looking to integrate JVC cameras into their IT infrastructure. The answer is yes.
Save now on a variety of JVC products using our promotions. To learn more about any of our promotions, head to our website using the address provided and click on the red promotions image. Thanks for watching part 2 of our webinar. Make sure to follow JVC on all social medias to stay in the loop.